Now we're going to continue to work on the legs. Now you've seen where I've cut the template, which I'll give you measurements on this video on how to actually do that template. But basically you need to get a thickness of 48 millimeters between outside and inside for 3 pieces. Now you can do it in 4 pieces if you want, or 5 pieces, doesn't matter, whatever you got laying around. But I just happen to have 2 pieces of MDF and a piece of ply, so I made up 2 legs this way. And this ply piece, the 12mm piece, will be the inside, and one of the pieces in the middle we're going to actually hollow out so we can put some cables down the middle, and then we'll be putting a piece on top and a piece on bottom. But I'll show you that in the next stage. But this is what you need to do. You need to have cut 6 of these or 8 of these, depending on what timber you have laying around, so you get that finished shape. Okay, now what we're going to do is this. We're going to cut out that section. So basically it'll be your outside piece, your inside piece, which is top inside, so that's that bit there, and there'll be a hollow piece in the middle, and then that's for the other leg, and then there'll be an outside piece or 2 outside pieces depending on how many pieces of wood you have, if you have 4 or 3. Now I don't usually mark this in texture, but I did this just so you can see what has to be cut out. And the reason we do that is so the wires can come in through here from inside the body and all the way down to through the feet, if you're going to have this as a remote control, which I am down the track hopefully. I may not get to that point, but I didn't want to make the legs and have to do it again later. So for the sake of a few cuts, that's all you have to do. Now how I got the measurements is very simple. I already got the legs, I just got a ruler and sat it on the outside and drew a line, and so on, and so on, and so on. Just use the thickness of the ruler. Now how I actually got that curve is called finger gauging. Basically you hold your 2 fingers underneath of your pencil, you rest 1 finger up against the wood like that, rest your pencil there, and then all you do is use, without moving your fingers, you just draw around like that. And that's how you get your curve. Quick way of getting a curve, if you already have a curve to gauge against, you're just using your finger to help you draw that line. So cut those 2 out, 1 for each leg, and we'll see for the next stage. Okay, now we have our 3 pieces. We have bottom piece, middle piece for all your cables to go through, top piece. Now we have to trim, not this piece, but we have to trim the 2 pieces underneath and cut 2 more pieces, 1 small piece on top, 1 small piece on the bottom, and then we'll work on this area here, which is the mounting part for the pole that goes through R2's body to the other leg. Next one you want to do is you want to take the inside piece, which is a piece of ply, and the curved piece, and you want to measure down from this corner 25 millimeters or 1 inch, draw a line across, then cut it off, and the same with that piece there. Leave this piece exactly how it is, because that's going to be where your bolt goes in for your foot. Now that you've done that to both of your legs, you might want to consider marking leg 1 on all your parts and leg 2 on the other leg, so you don't get them mixed up. Next, what you need to do is get your trusty template out again. You need to mark 4 of those shapes. Now 2 of them will be complete shapes like this, and 2 of them will come across, go down that 25mm and cut across like the piece we just cut a minute ago. You need to make 4, 2 for each leg. By the way, if I haven't mentioned it in previous videos, get yourself a jigsaw. This costs about $35 if you haven't got one, or borrow one, because without that you'll be screwed. Okay, so you've got your inside piece, you've got the piece that goes on top, like that. We have the bit on the ground, we have that top piece. 1 second. Alright, so you have that top piece, then the main piece, then the piece with the holes in it, then the solid piece, and then on the bottom of the solid piece we'll have that, like that. So that solid piece is nice and meaty to get some bolt through and support R2's body. Okay, now we're going to make the middle leg assembly. The middle leg is pretty easy. It is from here to here long with a straight cut across there, and it hasn't got this notch. So you'll use 2 pieces shaped like this out of 12mm ply, and then 2 other pieces with a curve on it afterwards. Okay, what we have now is 2 pieces like that and 2 pieces like this. So it's literally goes like this. Obviously you line them all up. Now the easy way to get this curve is just to get your template out you've made previously and just use the other end. So you basically hold it from that point to that point across the curve of the template and draw your line and cut it. So you need 2 like that. They're all the same length except for that piece. So 2 like this and 2 straight out like that.